Yeah, well, when I started to do the record, the idea was, you write your songs and your songs are done, and then there's a big step between, I think, writing a good song and then making a good record. You got to go in and you produce it, and you want it to have a life of its own, just sonically. And so when we were trying to go through it, there's something about the chord progression made me think of like classic Paul Simon that I really loved. And so we started with Rhythm of the Saints, which I think had such a vibrance, like you could feel when Paul Simon went over to Africa and he worked with all these musicians, and it was like a whole new phase in his life. And I think all that energy shone through. And so for us, like to get some taiko players and to bring them in, and like we wanted to create a really interesting rhythmic bed, but without using just drum loops or computerized drums. And I think that was the way to go about it. I mean, I think by the time you're done with it, your idea is to try and make a more modern version with your stamp on it. So when it's done, I don't think anybody would think that it sounds like Rhythm of the Saints. But I think that if we didn't have that in our head, it wouldn't have ever come out the way it did.